Progress that further.
Question number 9, the Honourable Nanaia Mahuta.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. My question is to the Minister of Education. Does she agree with the Prime Minister that national standards data is currently, quote, very ropey?
The Honourable Stephen Joyce.
On behalf of the Minister of Education, I can confirm she agrees with the Prime Minister that as this is the first year of reporting national standards data, it provides a baseline from which improvements can be made. That's why the Minister announced last week a plan to do so. She has herself described the data as variable. This is because of the way schools have reported it, not because it isn't valid. For example, some schools have presented it as graphs, some have sent in percentages or text, some have presented year-level information, others have aggregated by school. The Government is implementing a plan to ensure that national standards data is more useful and meaningful for parents, including the implementation of a consistent reporting format by school and by year level.
The Honourable Nanaia Mahuta.
Supplementary, is she confident that by publicly releasing inaccurate data in September under her PAI initiative, that parents will gain an accurate impression of how well their children's learning is progressing, how effective a school's teaching practices, or how well a school is performing? And if not, is that ka pai?
The Honourable Stephen Joyce.
On behalf of the Minister, it's not correct to say that the data isn't accurate. The data is variable in its presentation, but it is still valid. It will show parents how their child's school is achieving and progressing against the national standards in reading, writing and maths. That will keep parents up to date on how their children are doing, help ensure we get which children are falling behind, and help the Government target resources to where they're needed the most.
The Honourable Nanaia Mahuta.
Can the Minister explain to the House the difference between variable data and inaccurate data in relation to the way in which national standards are reported?
The Honourable Stephen Joyce.
Well, on behalf of the Minister, I thought that I did do that on behalf of the Minister in the first question, the primary question. This is because the variability is in the way the data is reported, not because it isn't valid in itself. For example, some schools have presented it as graphs, others have sent it in as percentages or texts, some have presented year-level information, while others have been aggregated by school level. That's the variability in the presentation of the data.
The Honourable Nanaia Mahuta.
Supplementary, is she aware that a recent ERO report found 1/5 of schools were not fully implementing national standards? And how does she propose to standardise reporting by schools to ensure parents receive robust and accurate information about their children's learning in a school? And what investment will be made in the moderation and overall teacher judgment element of that process?
The Honourable Stephen Joyce.
Well, on behalf of the Minister, a number of those things are ongoing. I think it's important to note that we have not said that the national standards performance would be perfect straight away. NCEA was in fact the same, if members recall. It took 10 years to develop the high level of consistency and reporting that we now have. Similarly, as the development of the curriculum, the world-leading curriculum, that took time to develop. For national standards, we're implementing a plan over the next few years to improve the quality of the data, and along with a consistent reporting format, and that'll be in place over the next couple of years.
Question number 10, Nikki Kay.
Mr. Speaker, question to the Minister of